My name is Rick Tubbs, and I'm running to be your congressman in California's District 7. I'd like to introduce you to myself and my family. This is my wife, Christy, of 21 years, my youngest, Audrey, 12 years old, my oldest, Holly, at 16, and Luke, 14. Today, I sit before you as a 21-year lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force, an airline pilot, union member, and small business owner. My life really is the American dream. You see, I grew up on welfare in a one-stop sign town in Wisconsin. My mother never let us believe that that's the way we should stay. So I continued on to college and earned my degree in mathematics. I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers, and the numbers I see in Washington, nobody likes. But that's another segment. I also earned my commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, and Christy and I went out to Texas for our first assignment, where I taught our NATO allies how to fly in the T-38. 1995, we moved back to Vacaville, where we call home now, so I could be an aircraft commander in the C-5 at Travis Air Force Base. I left active duty in 1998, went over to the reserves, as well as started with a major airline flying out of San Francisco on the same airplane Captain Scully had the Miracle on the Hudson with. Christy and I started a small business in property management and development, and things were going along very well for us until 9/11 happened, when the world kind of came down on all of us. It was that point that I was called back to active duty to serve full-time in both wars, Iraq and Afghanistan. In the last 5 years, I've spent most of my time in Afghanistan flying the C-17, still here out of Travis Air Force Base. As the war went on, and I saw my government's spending spiral out of control to include the last 18 months of a record deficit in such time, I knew that just serving my country as a warrior in the United States Air Force wasn't enough. I looked at my kids, and I thought of yours. And I thought, will they have the same opportunities I did to have the same success that I've been able to have? And I thought, no, not if we keep doing what we're doing. So that's when I decided to run for Congress, where I thought I'd have the best chance of making a difference in their lives. And let me tell you a little bit of story about that. When I went to the registrar's office and filled out the paperwork for the ballot, the registrar pushed a piece of paper across to me and said, you can sign the oath. I said, sign the oath? What do you mean? And she goes, oh, just most candidates, they just sign the oath. Well, that's not what I do. That's not what we do in the Air Force. And so I looked to my wife and I said, would you do the honors? And so there in the registrar's office, before the few people that were in there, I rose my right hand and Christy gave me the oath and I took it. And I'm taking that oath seriously, to serve you in Congress, to balance the budget, cut the spending, grow the jobs that this country needs to make sure that their futures are bright, just like mine was, and just like so many other Americans are. That is what I commit to you. That is the service that I want to provide my country past my Air Force career, is making sure that our future is bright. So please, for my family and yours, for the future of America, for the American dream, for our families, I ask for your vote this November, and together we can win this election. Together we can make a difference. Thank you.